Hi guys, we're in PABrewNews. Gonna do a live review. Got the kids here too, so if they start doing crazy loud stuff, I apologize. But just got home from work, grocery stores, the whole deal. Starting a nice weekend off, so yay for me. Was over at the grocery store and I picked this one up. I just saw it from the Rusty Rail Brewing Company from Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania. Right there. So, Rusty Rail, this is their Fog Monster, and I think I can already hear the kids are too loud. North New England style IPA. I always say NE and I go Northeastern, you know, depends because I live in North NEPA. But New England IPA. I can't talk. 6.8 alcohol by volume, 16 fluid ounces. Let's see, Rusty Rail Brewing Company, Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania. Brewing boldly in the heart of Pennsylvania. So there we go. 6.8 ABV and IBUs of 68. Let's see. Enjoy fresh. Independently crafted, obviously. Canned on 12/28/17. So just a crack over a month old. So drain pour material, possibly. I don't know. There we go. Obviously pouring as juice, very cloudy, hazy, big fluffy white head on this one. As to be expected from the style, all you people have seen New England IPAs before. I mean, this is basically the second one I've ever had. I had Zagtiff from, I'm trying to remember where the Columbus, Ohio or Cleveland, Ohio area. And then now this one. So I'm still a fresh melon when it comes to New England IPAs. So there you go. Sorry about the kids being loud. So there you go. But just want to make sure they're not too loud. Live reviews do get fun. It's a little hard to see with the glare, but that is a pretty cool artwork for the Fog Monster. They started releasing these 16-ounce cans. They did a couple different one IPA, tropical IPA, double IPA, now a New England IPA. So it's pretty fun. Pretty cool stuff there. So let's get into the beer. We'll just set this down so you can see this. The Fog Monster. Okay, here he is. Here he is. Did I just say that? Okay, anyway. Aroma. Fresh squeezed orange juice. Even a white grapefruit. Maybe tangerine notes going in through there too. You do get a little bit of an oatiness. A little sweet tones coming up through there too. It's fresh squeezed orange juice. I mean, what else can I say? That's a beautiful smell. It will always be a beautiful smell. So let's get into this one. Cheers. Not as sweet as the aroma might give you, because there was a lot of good sweetness coming up through, like a little lactosine, a little oatmeal kind of sweetness, and it just makes that smell just so savory. But this is a lot drier than that. Low side of a medium mouthfeel. There is that oatmeal sweetness kind of texture that kind of goes in and out of the beer, which is really nice. Makes it very smooth. But there is a nice drying aspect. You do get a little bit of that earthy astringency. It's more that zest, that drying oil zest that you're getting. You're getting a lot of tangerine, orange right there. The blood orange, tangerine. Again, a little bit of hint of that white grapefruit going on. Those kind of things. And it's 68 IBUs, but it's drying around the tongue, sides of the mouth, but it's not overly working it where it just gets drier and more bitter and more bitter. The bitterness is actually quite low, even though it does dry just a hair. when you drink it. I'm not getting overwhelming bitterness, but ooh, what a burp! A lot of beautiful fruit on that one as well. This is much more tropical than the tropical IPA that I had from them. It seems to be coming off at least more just straight up juice, which I like. Which I'm hearing that from a lot of the guys who doing on IPAs. So I'm assuming this is almost getting to the point of right on style. You kind of have to do things a little bit to get a good idea of what do you think they are and what they are for you and all that jazz. I don't just start reading things out of a book and be like, oh, I know everything now. It's not overly dynamic. You do get a little hint of a soft cereal grain sweetness, soft oatmeal sweetness, even, dare I say, a hint of a lactose, but I'm getting more like oatmeal sweetness. It balances it quite nice, even though it is a hair on the dry side. The bitterness overall, that around your palate and stuff, is relatively low, but it gives you that kind of zesty dryness, that zesty, juicy dryness. The juices that you get, again, a little bit of orange, get a little bit of that tangerine, a little bit of that white grapefruit essence, just hints in there. Very zesty, very piffy, very pulpy. It's good. I like it quite a bit. It's not very dynamic though. That's pretty much you got. And if you like that, you can chug these things all day. 6.8% alcohol by volume. The 68 IBUs are not overworking your palate, which is really nice. And overall, it was like $11 for a 4-pack of 16-ounce cans. Yeah, so definitely enjoying this one. I'm pleased. This is a lot better for me as an experience wise than the Zagtiv one I had, because who knows how old that one and everything, it didn't do anything for me at all. This is something I can get into. This is something that I go, oh, okay, this is what you're talking about. I do enjoy it quite a bit. It's not blowing my doors off or anything like that. It's not awakening me to a whole new world or anything, because the fact that it isn't very dynamic. However, it is super tasty and drinkable. So, two sides of the coin, but it's both worth money, if you know what I mean. I know this is my first try at the style, so I'm not going to go too crazy, but I do think it is super tasty, and I kind of wish I didn't buy a 12-pack of it. That's what I mean. That's a good indication if you like something or not. So I'm going to throw this one right up. Overall, as just IPAs and everything and all this stuff, New England's new style for me and stuff, I have no problem with giving this like an 8.5 without a problem. And I'd like to compare it to other styles to see how this fits in. Because again, I'm new at this. I'm new at this style. But I would love to brew it. Might even give it a go, because this is definitely damn tasty. Yeah. It does give you a little bit of that oily, that pithy oil that does wrap around the sides of your tongue. Kind of hits your tongue on different spots, dries it out a little bit. But overall, the back of the throat, things like that, not really working with too much bitterness, which is nice. Which is what the style entails, which is really great. So, a little different, but very nice. Well, I know, it's the first time. But I hope you enjoyed this one. This has been Paul from PA Brew News with the Rusty Rail Brewing Company from Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania. This is their Fog Monster New England IPA. Kind of really finally breaking my true cherry on the New England IPA styles, because as I said before, that Zagtiv, I think it was past its prime. So anyway, enjoying this one. This has been Paul from PA Brew News. Thanks for watching, and cheers.